Hey, guys, welcome to the Creepside. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, thanks. Level 106, or nicknamed the Darkness Above, has been assigned as the Backrooms 107th level, and it is known as one of the newer levels to be documented in the Backrooms, with logs of its initial discovery taking place in June of 2021, though some theorists believe its very first discovery dates earlier than June of 2021. As the architecture the level is built in resembles greatly the structuring style from the 20th century. According to many, Level 106 resembles a dark and empty labyrinth with architecture similar to that of a standard basement, mostly composed of interconnected hallways, rooms, and pathways, all ominously lit up by several rudimentary light sources such as oil lanterns, candles, dim and sporadic lights, and so on. This leads to the level being constantly shrouded in perpetual darkness, hence the level's name, which also makes up for very low visibility throughout the entirety of Level 106. The darkness in Level 106 is known to be the main property of the level, as it possesses the anomalous characteristic of inducing in most wanderers a strong mix of negative emotions, including paranoia, fear, disorientation, helplessness, vulnerability, and possible symptoms of dizziness or insanity, as the darkness prevents one from truly seeing what is occurring within the level, thus leading many to think an entity may approach them unexpectedly at any moment. This leads to many, upon exiting Level 106, to have developed a deep case of nyctophobia, as they'll never see the dark the same way they did ever again. This effect appears to be exacerbated by multiple reports of hearing a multitude of sobs, cries for help, audible knocking in certain areas, whispers, and a deep, quiet, monotone voice repeating a specific set of phrases, all mixed with an eerie ambient. These phrases have no known meaning, however appear to have an anomalous effect over wanderers, as many claim to have underwent a panic attack and a sense of urgency to exit the area as soon as possible as they listen closely to the sequence of sounds, similarly to Run for Your Life, with the effect only worsening as they continue to listen. In addition, the sounds have been observed to become more aggressive and hostile if this were to happen, along with the sounds of fast-paced footsteps following the wanderer, as they desperately try to sprint their way through the pitch-black labyrinth. This is thought to be an attempt of Level 106 itself trying to lure the wanderer into undecided fate. As of now, the overall description about Level 106 is quite vague, with all main information on Level 106 simply coming from retrieved journals, drones, and wanderers' experiences, as Level 106 shouldn't be deliberately entered under most circumstances, stated by the MEG. The reason for this claim likely mainly derives to how many wanderers who have reportedly entered Level 106 have then been considered missing, with Level 106 being the last place they have ever been seen in, resulting in low general incentive to explore the level. This is thought to be another property from the level itself, although some suggest a possible, greater entity most likely roams Level 106, and is the one responsible for all disappearances in Level 106. Another plausible cause for the excessive amount of disappearances held upon Level 106 is thought to be correlated with two certain areas found in Level 106, nominated as the gallery and the stairway, later to then be blocked off in hopes to prevent any more disappearances associated with Level 106 by the MEG. The stairway is the name given to a specific room in Level 106, being oddly inconsistent with the rest of the level on its own. The room depicts a wide, long hallway, notably different from the level's usually narrow and slightly claustrophobic passageways, illuminated by well-organized dim and flickering lights, having mildly cluttered areas, and a short, black, 15-step stairway being present at the end of the corridor. Unlike the entirety of Level 106, beyond the stairway can be seen how a set of fully functional lights illuminate the area, in contrast to the level's usually dim and ominous nature, usually accompanied by a set of doors that change from instance to instance, see entities, located at the upper end of the staircase. Furthermore, opening these doors will lead straight into the section known as the gallery, which, judging by the name, is comprised in a series of long hallways and corridors all painted in a monochrome scheme, interestingly with fully functional lights placed throughout the ceiling, with the notable characteristic of multiple framed paintings of many kinds, depicting a wide variety of assortments and situations, typically consisting of the wanderer's most memorable experiences. While one remains in this area, they have a constant admiration to these paintings and seem to be satisfied and pleased, yet have the urge to continue down the hallway. As one does so, the sensation of something being horribly wrong will start to creep in and haunt the wanderer more and more as they progress, with the paintings featuring more grotesque and brutal situations, in addition with a noticeable odor compared to that of decomposed meat, but despite this, they'd still feel obligated to continue, nevertheless. Upon reaching the very final corridor, one will be met face to face with a singular door made from a completely unknown material, and a very strong stench of flesh emanating from it. Despite all of the red flags, a wanderer would have a very strong temptation into opening it, but at the same time doesn't want to. However, resisting the temptation would technically save their lives, as the door has been confirmed to lead directly into the hive. As aforementioned, the door is a possible theoretical entity exclusive to level 106 utilized as the only way to enter the gallery, with little to no information known regarding it. Upon first glance, it appears nearly identical to a standard door, and seems to manifest itself in a way to accustom to the wanderer's preferences, only so opening it is more tempting. In addition, many state to have heard audible cries for help, knocking, sobbing, and calls for the wanderer's name while mimicking the voice of their loved one, in an attempt to attract the wanderer as close to it as possible. After one opens the door, however, it'll immediately slam from behind and shut itself locked, leaving wanderers trapped inside, followed by the sounds of crying and sobbing abruptly ending. Nevertheless, the lock has always been shown to be of poor quality, and can be picked back open. Another notable property of the door is how, on some occasions, instead of acting as an entry to the gallery, will rather be a direct entry into a level designated under Class 5 or Class Dead Zone, yet cannot be confirmed to occur with frequency. The best way to avoid the door's ability to manipulate one into entering it is to stay as far from it as possible, keep your distance from it, and most importantly, to not open the door under any circumstances. Facelings can sporadically be spotted aimlessly wandering around level 106, normally trying to pose itself as a feared wanderer who has unknowingly stepped into level 106, trying to hide its face to hide the fact that they are a faceling. Although, if an unknowing wanderer were to be spotted by one of them, they'd then laugh soundly and go into their active phase, in which they'll initiate a hot pursuit throughout the entire level until they lose the wanderer. Facelings here are known to be quite hostile no matter what, and will attempt to brutally terminate the life of whoever they find for no exact reason whatsoever. If one were to be possessing weapons at that time, it is advised that they make use of it against the faceling, as they have been observed to have quicker reflexes and more violent tendencies, therefore may try to hijack one's weapon at force.